And not good morning, good afternoon, because your girl has got a new practice going right now, and it's called sleeping until she wakes up, right? Resting until she wakes up. So I'm super excited, y'all, to come back again. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Eve, and here on my channel, we talk about all things living well as a lifestyle. And today, my question to you is, could we be taking D3 all wrong? You guys, as I talked with you on my last video, I was talking to you about the importance of planning out your 2026. And I mean, planning it out in every area of your life if you want to live well. So I am dedicating this year to a new venture in honor of my brother and those who are aging and those who have gone on, those who, may have left us a little too soon. And we're doing that this year by living from the inside out, right? It is so critically important that we understand our bodies, that we live on purpose, that we know what we're putting in our bodies, what works for our bodies, and how much of what we need to live well, right? So part of that for me was identifying, planning out my skincare, planning out my sleep, y'all, because I don't rest good. So I don't rest good because I'm always busy. But could we be too busy that we aren't caring for our own bodies, which is our responsibility according to the word of God, that our temple doesn't belong to us. And we have a commandment to take care of it, right? It is the temple of the Holy Ghost, right? And we must care for it. So, taking care of your body, your skin is the biggest organ, which means you got to take care of your skin. Walking, are you exercising? How about your meals? Are you eating appropriately? And what are you eating? Are you getting the right nutrients? Which is what we're here to talk about today. We are here to talk about, are you taking that D3? Could we be taking it the wrong way? You guys, I am a researcher, so I've been doing a lot of research on how I take my medication, or how I take my supplement, should I say, to avoid taking medication, okay? Because it's really, really important when we take it, how we take it, and what kind we take, right? So that is so critical. Let me share this with you. As a African American woman, I have always been presented with, when I go to the doctors, I've been presented with, you have low D, you have low vitamin D, low vitamin D. Have you heard that? Low vitamin D. So then they give you some vitamin D prescriptions. But guess what? Vitamin D prescriptions that come from your doctor's office is not D3, which is what we should be taking for overall calcium care, right? It is D2 actually. And I learned that a few days ago doing some critical research. Hello to you and have a wonderful day to you as well. So I learned that the D vitamin D that is given to you from their doctor's office is D2, not D3. Most of us have been instructed take D3. D3 is so good for your body. Let's talk about how you get calcium to those bones. D3 boosts your calcium. Now, should it be taken alone? No, it should not, because guess what? It's calcium. Calcium cannot be absorbed without the proper fat, right? Without the proper omega 3s, right? So it's important that you take D3 with a fat soluble meal or omega 3s. Now, if you're not a big omega 3 eater like fish, salmon, things in that, area that gives you that good omega 3, then you may need a supplement, right? And that supplement could be by way of an oil, a fish oil, right? So, when you're thinking about what combinations you should have when you're taking D3 and what time you should take it, here's a thought. D3 boosts calcium, right? But the heart arteries don't need the calcium, so you got to direct the calcium to where it must go, into the bones. Guess what does that? According to the research, it's K2. Have you heard that also? Because I've been combining it and I'm telling you, I feel and see the results, right? D3 boosts calcium. K2 directs the calcium to the bones where you need it and not the arteries, because the arteries can become calcified. What does it come be calcified with? Calcium. When it uses enough of it, what it does is it builds up. When the body has enough calcium, it's gonna build it up into a hard calcified way, in a hard calcified way. And our arteries do not need that calcification hardening, because it does what? Blocks the blood flow. You guys, listen, I'm a researcher. I'm not a medical doctor, but I believe in digging in the research, because if we don't know our bodies, then who's supposed to know our bodies? We have too much to our avail to wait for someone to tell us. That is why we are in charge. We are in charge of our bodies, and we perish for the lack of knowledge. Guess what else? Um, and omega 3s, which is a fat, right, improves the absorption of fat soluble vitamins. D3 is a fat soluble vitamin, right? And while also reducing inflammation, right? Did y'all know that most disease begins in the blood, because it's the carrier of everything? It's the carrier of your nutrients. It's the carrier of most things that enter your body, the blood, right? So, ironically, we must tend to our blood, right? So, I wanted to come and share that with you all today. I am taking, oh, and one more thing. There are many D3s. And here's something I did not know, that there are D3s, but then there's D3. There's D3, and the variety that you should be considering that is critically important is called a cholcalciferol, cholcalciferol variety. That is CHOLECACIFEROL, cholcalciferol variety. That is really important. Get out your pens, because Dr. Eve come with that science this year, because we must know how to care for our temples, right? And a lot of these things you can grow in your garden. So we're gonna be focusing on, hey, not putting a lot of your money out there in supplements either, when you can grow a garden that will also provide you with these things. Rich D3 comes by way of calcium, which also comes by way of green leafy vegetables, y'all. And so that is something that I wanted to share with you all. Also, another important point is, they tell you that most people take their D3 in the morning, but best taken in the evening, and best taken before you go to bed. It can also um, in- increase your melatonin. So it's super excited. I'm super excited to bring you that research on today. You are talking to Dr. Eve here on my channel, where we talk about all things living well as a lifestyle. As a lifestyle. And now we're going to take a quick tour into this garden, so y'all can see what is happening, y'all. Because I just took the covers off my vegetables, and they are doing absolutely beautiful. I said I was going to cover my things up. I covered them up, and baby, we still growing. And it's been super cold. It's been super cold here, but it's supposed to be really warm this week. And so we are actually going to go out. We're going to fertilize. I've been keeping my grounds warm. They are covered with grass. I mean, with mulch. They are covered with some good old straw. So I've been keeping them nice and warm. So we're going to go in and we're going to give them some good old vitamins this week, because why? Because it's going to be warm this week. And so, which is strange, y'all. It's January. But anyway, we're going to go out into the garden, take a look at this beautiful garden from afar. This is what we looking at, y'all. And it's so green out there. Look. It's so green. So let's go into the garden. We're going to go out here and take a look at what's growing. Look at that. I just took the covers off today. I even covered my bags up with a huge piece of plastic and I pin them. I pin them with these, pin my plastic with these little things here. I just lay my plastic on top. I pin them with the little pins, and baby, and I'll put some of these links into the description of this video so you all will have them too because these pins work really, 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 really well. And look at the calcium in my nails, y'all. Y'all can see that calcium in my nails. Anyway, this is my beautiful mobile garden here that's doing really, really well. Let's go walk around. Look at that broccoli. Ooh, y'all get into it. Y'all get into that broccoli. Look at there. Look at there. And that beautiful kale. Look into that. Let's get into it. All right. Then we got green leafy vegetables over here. We got kale and we got collards. Everything growing beautifully. Look at this. Everywhere, kale. I picked this a couple of weeks ago. Or no, yeah, a couple of weeks ago. But look at it now. It's all growing back. Growing back nicely. The more you pick it, the more it grows. Look at this beautiful kale. So yeah, we got collards, we got kale, we got Brussels sprouts. Oh, we got new kale growing. Oh, the new kale is coming in. Let me find out. Y'all, this is my new kale that's coming in because I'm planting in succession. So that as I pull these and these continue to grow, I'll get some new ones as well. I'm probably going to drop some more seeds in here. Let's go through here and see what's happening. I weeded out this bed so that we can see what's happening. This is really my perennial garden, but these came back. These are collards that came back and they are doing absolutely beautiful. We are also preparing some new bags. Those are put some blueberries on the trail too as well. I've cleaned off the deck because this is a sitting area uh, as well, but it used to be my greenhouse, but it blew away. So let's talk about this second garden over here. This is the main garden, y'all. These are the main gardens to the home, and everything is thriving so beautifully. I pick and eat, pick and eat, pick and eat. These are all green leafy collards and kale. Look at these, look at these, look at this cabbage. The cabbage are bursting. They are coming in. I mean, not cabbage. the the broccoli, the broccoli is coming in. They are mixed in with collards. There are two things in each bag. Collards, so that when I take out when I take out the broccoli, I will have collards also growing in these bags that will continue, which I am super excited about. That was a method. That was a fiery method. I'm gonna give that to my chickens because it's a little burned, but I throw things out there and then I come back and collect and give them to my chickens. Over here is just a bunch of wheat. You know, that's the orchard. It's real quiet in there. These are some winter evergreens. They stay green all year. These are my jasmine that we're gonna wrap around some poles and some arches this year. So look at these beds though, y'all. Look at this. Look at how beautiful these beds are. Absolutely gorgeous. These are also broccoli. Look at them coming in. Broccoli. That broccoli is coming in. I need to put some more things in this bed because there's nothing in here but broccoli, and I've got space for so much more. This bed is all collards, all growing. They're growing slow, but guess what? When they start coming in the spring, when it gets real warm, they are gonna burst. Can y'all see how thick and abundant these greens are, y'all? And they are the texture of them is so beautiful. And this is kohlrabi. This is kohlrabi and greens. So I'm just waiting for this to come up because these are beautiful as well. Kohlrabi is on this first row, and those are greens on that row. Look at how beautiful that is. This is my baby garden over here. This is the youngest one out here, and it is coming along. It's the youngest one out here, and it is coming along so nicely, y'all. I am Thank you. Thank you. It's coming along so nice. And it's winter here. It's January. The weather is beautiful. But I cover my garden so that I can get, so I can keep my garden doesn't die, so it doesn't die away because I will be depressed if that happens. But because I need food, we need good food. We need the food that we grow, right? These are collards and cauliflower in here and Brussels sprouts. We got a row of Brussels sprouts growing back there. And come on out here and let me show you this. This bed I haven't decided what to do with yet, but I'll probably plant some tomatoes in there. This is my rock garden here and stuff I've built back here. But look at this. Look at the cabbage. This is cabbage, y'all. Look at that. Look at those beautiful cabbage. I also snuck some Brussels sprouts in here. If you could, you'll notice. This is Brussels. I snuck a few Brussels in here, but right in the middle, so I can tell where they are. But these are all cabbage. And you're welcome. You're so welcome. I'm super excited. So I need y'all to catch the beginning of this video where I talked about D3. Could we be taking D3 all wrong? And most of us have been. Now this bed has been doing well. I am kind of sad because I had some broccoli I grew as seed back there, but it got touched. I'm going to leave it in there though because I'm thinking as long as I keep it covered, it might come back. But I grew those from seed and they were so young. I probably should have kept them in the greenhouse until, I don't know for how long, but I probably should have kept them under cover because, I mean, they didn't do well. I got to clean these up a little bit, but this is cabbage. That's spinach. Y'all, yes, everything here is doing so well. And I'm so glad that I covered things up because we don't grow food for it to kill it, right? I'm going to be putting some more beds out here, but this is the garden, y'all. And it is very green. Oh, I got another bed over here. Oh, this is my asparagus bed. I'm going to box this in this year. Elevate it a little bit because you guys know I've been working really hard so that this year I can really enjoy the garden more. Because baby, homesteading is no joke, all right? These are blueberries over here. They are all doing well. Got the blueberry trail. This is a blueberry garden back here, all of this. And we stuck in here a beautiful shrub. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful this year. It got hit, not hit by the frost, but it had transplant shock. But it's a very expensive shrub, and we're hoping for the best. And some more blueberry patches. This is a whole blueberry patch back here. But look at this. Look at what we got. More greens. Y'all, I'm not playing about this greens because we age and my body needs this. My body needs the food I grow. Our bodies need the food. Thank you. Our bodies need the food that we grow. Do you understand? We have to take care of ourselves. And I'm coming to bring y'all the science this year about how we need to be taking care of ourselves because a lot of things we be jumping on a bandwagon with, y'all, it ain't science. We just desperate. And I'm tired of being I'm tired of being in survival mode. We got to do better. It can't be about survival. It has to be about thriving. And I think that many of us have been surviving because people have told us, oh, this work and that work and the other works. But baby, we really do have to we really do have to make sure that we are caring. Oh, look at, I made some more blackberry patch here. So I put some more blackberries in here because I had, the roselle in here. But I'm putting roselle in the field this year because I have to take it up every year. But I want something in the orchard that I don't have to keep taking up. So here in the orchard this is all silent right now. It's all very quiet, as you can see. I'm just covering things up so that when they get ready to grow back, they are abundant. As you can see, this is all apples. This is figs, blackberry, raspberry, grapes, bananas, and this is also blackberry back here. So when it comes in, y'all, it's so beautiful back here when it all comes in. So right now it's a little sleeping, and I put all these hedges back here because these are all my marigolds and I want to get all these seeds. So I don't throw my seeds away. So I'm going to take my time and come back here and cut all my seeds because they need to go inside the big garden out here so that we can make sure that we keep the pests away, right? So we have to be strategic about everything that we do. And I'm getting ready to start my seeds for the spring, and so I'm going to be sharing. Y'all stay tuned. Let me gather these for my chickens. I put the leaves out here on the path when I'm cleaning up, so I can pick them up along the way as I'm cleaning up really quickly, and then I'll take them and give them to the chickens. But I want y'all to make sure that y'all tell y'all friends. We living better. Living is, it's a lifestyle. It's not something we just decide we're gonna do tomorrow or for 1 month or, This is every day, and it has to be a behavior. There are behaviors that we must change as well. And look at this. I got five great plants to plant because, baby, I'm gonna have an abundance of grapes. These are grapes down here. Yay, K2, D3, and don't forget your omega 3. Take a fish oil. K2, D3, and make sure your D3 is has cocalciferol variety, because every D3 ain't D3, okay? Cocalciferol, and I will put that in the description and a link to the one that I am taking if you are interested, okay? So I will do that for you. Thanks so much. See to the truth, right? Because we are not out here just no. I'm through with just surviving. That event scared the living crap out of me. That hypertensive event scared me. It scared me. My brother died when he was 63 years old, 4 or 5 months ago. 63. I'm 63 loading, baby, and I'm not trying to die like that. I'm not trying to die because I'm not taking care of this temple like God required me to. Y'all want to see my chickens? Here go my girls. I got my own chickens because I eat my own eggs. Y'all see my babies down there? Yeah, we a homestead, a whole homestead. You are 70. Yes, share this with your friends, share it with your family members, because we are not going to just allow ourselves to just no. We're going to be like fine wine over here, okay? And that is what this is all about. This is for those of us who are aging, and those of us who everybody's aging, but those of us who are aging. I gotta give my baby some water. They drink all that water. Listen, oh, they thirsty. Let me take the tank and get some water because they are thirsty. They did not miss a bit. Oh, you got a little bit in here. Let me give him that. So yeah, I'm super excited about the new year and doing it God's way, because God said we are to take care of our temple. It is sacred, and anything we do to it that's out of line has an effect. It has an effect, and I'm calling for all of us to do this thing God's way. Take care of ourselves the way He intended for us to do. He intended for us to grow. He put Adam in the garden. He put him in the garden, y'all, and he said, "Be fruitful and multiply." And then you're supposed to go tell everybody else. Jesus told us how it was supposed to be done, right? I'm gonna give the girls some water, and then I think I'm gonna be done for the day. I'm gonna go and see what I can find at the dollar store because the Dollar Tree has some beautiful things. They put their spring things out, so I'm gonna do a quick video when I go there to show y'all some of the things that I'm buying. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm buying so you can get ready. If you don't have maybe you don't have land. Maybe you do. If you have land, I'm going to show you how to use it. If you don't have land, I'm going to show you how to use these bags, because I have a mobile garden. If anything goes wrong, I can back a whole truck up here and put my bags on it, and move my garden to my new place. You understand? If I have to go to the mountains, I can take my whole garden to the mountains with me. Because you know what he said. Something we might have to run. We might have to run. He said, "Don't take nothing, but I'm gonna be prepared." Whatever I'm about to do, I'm gonna be prepared. I don't move far from the house. I don't go too far from it in case I got to grab some. Cause he said don't go back. he said he said don't go back for nothing. You know what? These grapes actually need water, but I gotta give this to my chickens first, and then I'm gonna come back and give them some water. It's a beautiful day here. Y'all, it's amazing. These chickens are really devouring these greens. You gotta feed them too, you gotta feed them healthy food because they feed you. So whatever you're doing for yourself, you gotta make sure your wildlife is cared for. Yep, you gotta make sure your wildlife is cared for. Ooh, I left him out here one day last week for the first time, and y'all, my husband said, "You left the chickens out." I was like, "Oh my goodness, what? They still out there?" because I said, "They still out there?" I'm surprised they still out there, honey, because this is this cat that's been around. There's this cat that's been around. He's been trying to get to the he been trying to get to the chickens. You are welcome. I'm so excited about sharing with people about God's love for us and all that He's given us. Oh, wait a minute, here's another bed that I need to uncover. Let it get a little bit of sun. Let's see. And this one got broccoli in it too, y'all. So good. Everything is doing. Look, I'm gonna show you real quick. This is how easy it is to grow. Now, this is a chard bed. This is chard and broccoli. Let me show you. Look at this. This used to be a baby carriage. I mean, a baby bed. I don't have any small grandkids anymore. So, baby, guess what I did with it? It repurposed. You see that broccoli? Look at that. Look. You see this chard coming in? How beautiful it is. Chard will grow all year long. I grew this from seed. All of this from seed. I see cilantro coming in too. Down there. Some down here too. Yep. Cilantro loves the cold weather as well. But yep, everything's growing nice. I was super excited to uncover my plants today and see them thriving so well. Cause it got down into some freezing temperatures this week, giving these grapes some water because they're not in the ground. So I'm gonna be putting them in the ground. I need to do that this week so that when they get ready to start really growing, they will they will be getting nutrients from the ground. That's why I put this fence up so that they can crawl along the fence line, and also to keep people out of my, this space free from walkers. Here's some more blueberries I'm gonna take out into the field as well. Yeah, but that's all I have for today, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed the video and all of this beautiful green food. Y'all, look at there. You can do it. You can do it, everybody. I believe in you. Yes, I believe in you. And let's do it together this year. I'm putting in some green stalks this year. I have 3 green stalks. They're going to be full of food. This is going to be their space. And this is going to be booming. We're going to have kitchen gardens, patio gardens, deck gardens, mobile gardens, everybody garden, okay? Let's do it. Let's take back our lives. Take back our lives. That's the goal, okay? Peace and blessings to you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have the most amazing day in whatever you do. Don't let anybody get in the way this year of what God called you to do. Be a blessing. Bye for now.